Hello and welcome back to Frühling, our Let's Play series on FS22. As you can see, we're just bouncing around here in the shop. The snow is very deep. Public Works has not come through. As you can see, it's a bit of a mess. This is probably why I'm still ill. As you can hear, I am still under the weather. I am recording this the same day as the previous episode, just to bang them out. If I can, when I do get the opportunity to, I will record back-to-back episodes. Right, the reason we're here is we need some horse fodder, because they've eaten it all. I will get 2 bags this time round, just because I do know that we are going to be growing some oat. It's not like we'll save money on the price anyways in the future, so we'll load this up and we'll bounce back to the farm through the very unploughed snow. Right, get those 2,000 litres in. The plan, very quickly as we do make our way back, is to feed the horses. We won't be in February for long. Hopefully when we get back in this track we can sort of bounce a little bit less. It's a bit nauseating. Right, we need to feed the horses, and I was fully intending on bringing some milk down to the bakery and the dairy. Unfortunately, that is an absolutely horrendous idea, because the driving is impossible, and it is planning on snowing more in February. So March will be a nice time for selling a few items, but for the remainder of this February will be a matter of feeding. See, this is better, it's not so bad, not so bouncy on the paved roads, I guess. Right, but we will we will go and feed the horses here, and then we will most likely move straight on to March, as there is not much else to do in February, and I'm not bothered to plough. I will let nature do its thing and eventually just melt the snow for the springtime. Right, so very quickly watch that go in. They get their delicious oats, as they deserve. Hello there, Harrison. Right, how many of there are you? Still 6. So a couple of you shall, Eco and Hope will reproduce, having 8 total, meaning that yes, we'll have many horses, and we can rather sell a couple of them to create more space, and they will eat less of my food as well. Right, we'll just park this up here for now, because again, bouncy bounce, very ridiculous. I'll turn the beacon off as well, and we do have to finish ploughing field 15. Obviously that's not going to happen today. Right, so we'll go and rest, and then we'll see you in March. Hello and welcome to March. It is free of snow. There was a bit of snow early in the morning in March, but it has since now disappeared, and we can continue on with the ploughing of field 15. The other thing field 15 will require is a nice layer of slurry, which we can provide. That being said, I should probably have a check on... There's the Massey on the food. Oh my, we really have to feed the cows, and we have to remove slurry from the... Which one is that? Right in front of us. So we will remove the slurry from there as soon as we can. I would like to purchase a bigger slurry tanker, because 8,000 litres is a bit less than what we need. The other thing, 60 months, they are not getting any older, they're not getting any less expensive, but they have just reproduced 5 calves, so we will go ahead here and we will sell those. These Holsteins can still reproduce, and there is room for another 10, so I'm not too fussed about that. I reckon, yeah, we might get 10 at the same time, so we'll see about that. Anyways, very quickly we will hop to the mixer. I believe it's in here, actually. Just gonna open the door and check. Yes, it is. Right, before we do that, I will go ahead and sell the 60-month-old cows. We will be losing £100 per cow, but we don't have a thing, and I can't be bothered to rent one at the moment. But yes, these are still doing their thing. So just these cows, we will select all 10 of them, and we will sell them for £9,000. So we did lose £1,000 on the transportation fee, but that's fine. We could have actually probably sold them for more if we had leased a small transport unit, but we do have many things to do this March. Right, so what we'll do first off is probably off camera. I will do this because I've seen it 1,000 times. I will create a few mixtures each, and also because of the fact that I have to do about 2 or 3 mixtures per barn, it might take a moment. So, might as well dump that off. So we'll do this first. We'll get the cows all sorted, and then we can get the slurry spreader, our new slurry spreader, picked up. We'll sell the old one, and then we can carry on with the next task, which will involve selling honey, and we can transfer some eggs over. We do have lots to do this spring. Right, we shall see you when the cows are all fed. Alright, well, I have provided each barn with one mixture. The reason I've only done the one for the time being is because I've realized now that the price of honey is decreasing. So we do have to very rapidly hook up to our Aqueous Tenuous trailer. Should be just in this yard here. I will more than likely run a very cheeky pallet loading session for the honey, because I am uncertain how many pallets of honey there really will be. This tractor might struggle actually with all the honey pallets, but the Fent is busy in field 15 ploughing away. Actually, before we move on to moving and loading honey, most likely in this fashion, because there are thousands of pallets, I reckon. I will do it off camera because again it can be a bit much to watch sometimes. Yeah, there you have it. Let's have a very quick look at the helper, and wow, okay, not a problem at all. Probably by the time I've loaded all of these pallets, the helper will have completed. So if anything, what I might do is actually stick this on a cheeky time lapse, as I would do if I was to load them with the loader. So let's get cracking. Oh no, not cracking jars, cracking on. Right. Oof, I think I've rectified it. Alright, on we go. Alright, well, I think we're finally just about done, because that's a half pallet. I'm taking it anyways, but it is the sign of the end of the honey. I'm not complaining, really. I suppose I'm just more concerned for the bees. I mean, working overtime, clearly. As you can see, there was a bit of faffing about with the trailer. It decided it wanted to become a part of the farm permanently by being stuck in this wall. I managed to get it out with the Fent. The ploughing is completed, so that was good. I'll just strap that last one down. This is mental. I would have never expected to get this much honey. As you can see, 26,800 litres of honey. That is... it's a lot of honey, absolutely. So we're going to take this down. Actually, we should probably check where to. Right, save, of course. Okay. Honey. There we are. So it is going down 3404. It's better than it's been. We're in March, right? Yes, we are. So we will head down to the supermarket. We know where it is, don't need to tag it, and we'll see you down there. Alright, we are barely making it here. The pallets are not very happy, but we will try and get as much of this in one lump sum as possible, provided we don't crash into the building first. Right, we will probably have to slide some pallets down. 35,000 already. Right, let's just do this. Unload all the pallets. So 35,000 plus... Oh, that's not going to work, is it? Oh no. I've exploded all the honey. Alright, we'll just get it all in there, shall we? And I don't usually condone this sort of absolute madness behavior, but you know what? We are selling a new product. It's called mixed honey, and we have to be aggressive with it. So, unfortunately, it's like a honey... I don't even know what's happening. But let's make absolute certain that we get all the honey into the sales area and then sold. Oh, I'm knocking it out of the sales area. Right, we should probably sort this out. What a mess. If there wasn't a billion pallets, then this wouldn't be quite the same as it is now, but it has been an absolute faff to get this sorted, so might as well just get it done. Hopefully I'm at the right sales point for it. Right, get these. So yeah, I reckon they just don't sell when they're upside down or when they're outside of the trigger. And the last pallet sells for £1,300. So we're at £413,000. How much did we actually sell in terms of... Right, sold animals. Right, we did that. Sold products, almost 100,000 just from the honey alone. That's mental. And I'm very pleased about it. Have we missed any? Have we? No, we have not. Right. Well, with that finally done, we can head back to the farm. Look at how easy it is to drive without a billion pallets. We will we'll head back to the farm. We do have milk to bring to the dairy and the bakery, so we'll do that. We also have slurry that needs to be taken out of the cow barn as well, so we should probably get that done. Hopefully our current slurry spreader is empty. I don't want to have to empty it and then buy another one, but we shall see. And then yeah, so we'll start with the milk, bring it down, probably do a cheeky jump cut here and there, but overall we will get everything done. We've got loads of eggs that will probably get loaded on to that trailer as well, and eventually taken down to the bakery, although I would like to have a very quick look at that production. How's it doing for eggs? Right, we do need water down there very soon. Eggs are fine. The flour is getting low because we are producing so much bread as well. We should probably... I'm going to deactivate bread for the time being so that cake can produce. But once we actually produce more flour, then we can produce more bread. Butter and chocolate doing its thing, I believe. Yes, so we do need milk down. Lots of butter there. And then sugar is just continuously producing. Actually, this went down from 114, I believe. So, yeah, still loads of it left. We will have to swing by, pick up the sugar from the sugar mill as well. Although it's got loads. I think sugar might be something that we end up selling in the future. So just on its own, just as a raw product of sugar. Not the beets, but the sugar itself. Right, we'll get this filled up. We'll do a couple loads back and forth to the different areas. And then we'll move on to the next task. Alright, well, we will start unloading the milk here. We have brought a load of the milk down to the dairy. We're just going to move this bread out of the way, as well as this wonderful, wonderful cake. Oh my god, I'm just throwing it. There, we'll just, we'll set it there for now. Oh, right. We're going to have loads of bread, probably. Rather loads of cake, but that's fine as well. I know cake will be produced. Sorry, this production is probably very loud. Just get this done. Oh, I'm like, why can't I move? It's because there's more bread. Right, so I'm glad I have ceased that production for the time being. Any more bread? There's more cake. Ah, yes. Brilliant. Definitely not going to complain about that. What is happening? I keep bumping into the trailer, I think, and it's throwing me off every time. Right, we'll get the last bit of cake up on here. Probably shouldn't stack it like that, but they are resilient packaging. Yes, an environmentally friendly plastic packaging on the top there. Right, that's done for now. So what we'll do is we'll pick up more cake. I'll just stick these in the front. Oh yeah, it's about high enough. Actually, we'll move this one over here, and actually, way over here. Okay. Well, the next time that we sell our goods, we will have even more money from it, and it will be incredible. Right, so we'll get that there, get that there, get that up there. Let's check the production now. Back away from it, it's very loud. Cake and bread are good. Okay, perfect. Now, it's full up with milk. So what we'll do is we'll take the rest of this milk down to the dairy, and then we will begin to prioritize slurry, actually. The reason being is we absolutely must get the slurry emptied out of the cow shed, because it's full up and they're not producing any more, and we want to produce more. So I'm going to sell our current slurry spreader, purchase a new one, and then get to work in field 15. So we'll dump this at the dairy, and we'll see you back at the farm. Alright, well, we have our slurry spreader here, our old one. We're taking it to the shop to be sold. It was empty, which is grand. That means we didn't have to faff about emptying it out. So we'll get here, we'll put it in the trigger here, we'll get it repaired, get it sold, and we should check the sales though, just in case there is one for us, or something. Right, so we'll repair that, and as always, unfortunately, we don't have the sales, or the vehicle selling point here, so we'll get this sorted out, and we'll see you in a minute. Alright, we have sold our slurry spreader, so we will have a look at the sales. There is nothing, unfortunately. Slurry tanks, this is the one we had. Very basic, very simple, 8.2 metric tons, so that's 8,200 litres of slurry it held. Now, these massive machines, as far as I can tell, are just for transportation, as is this, as is that. However, this one is interesting. 6.8 meters, but you need the attachment as well. That still puts it at 68,000 pounds. It holds 13,000 litres. This one holds 15,000, has a what is it? 15 meter spread. So it's that much more, double. Same speed as well, but it can hold water as well. That's these all can, it seems. I wonder if this one could. Oh, it could have. Alright, well, that's fine. Let's do this one. Let's go for it. Could go for the Flegel, but that exceeds our expectations and our horsepower recommendations. 212, slurry tanks. The farm tech is perfect for us. Right, it looks amazing as well. We have the dribble bars here. I believe that's what that's called, instead of spraying it like it does. We'll get the BKTs on because they are fabulous. This does not matter much. We'll just keep it as that. Looks fantastic. And purchase. So with all this money bags that we are now, all this money that we have, we can actually purchase a few extra bits of equipment to help further us along. There are certain pieces that we do not need to upgrade, but something like this was a long time coming, to be honest, especially since I've never really done any slurry work in a farming simulator series or farming simulator save at all. This was really the first time I've experienced. I believe it was episode, I want to say 13, many moons ago now. But yes, we will bring this over to the cow barn, get it filled up, and then we can head over to field 15 and get it all spread. Right, so we'll just, since we're here now, might as well just do it on camera. Oh right, we can go... Right, this I would like to get turned into a yard. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. Let me just start filling this up. You can see the meter going up. And done. Brilliant. Now let's go to our construction page. Landscaping, painting, find the dirt. Beautiful. So get it nice and big, there we go. Just the whole thing. Try and get rid of that crop if we can as well. There we go. There we go. Right, we'll go down here. Might as well, just everywhere that there was a field, we shall remove any field, signs of a field. Past or present. And that should be just fine. Like that. That little bit I'm not too fussed. I'll just go in there as well. Ta-da! Look at that, beautiful. Now, what shall we put there, if anything at all? Perhaps storing vehicles, we shall see. Right, we'll see you at field 15. Alright, we are in field 15 now. Might as well just start on this far side. So we'll unfold the bar. Look at that! That's amazing. This won't take very long at all. I actually was potentially going to drill in the next episode, but we might even be able to get it done today. So we'll lower that down. We'll just look at this very quickly. So lift, slurry distributor is what it's called. Activate. No, we don't want to do that. So we will. Oh my god, it's been going the whole time. I just noticed it was going the whole time. I did not hit B. I just went down with it, so I've wasted about 10% there. Well, might as well turn it on again. Right, it seems that we are now officially spreading slurry. It's darker, but it doesn't look as satisfying as when you're doing it with the I guess the spreader, the one that just throws it around. But let's just stop that for a minute. I don't know why that activated automatically. It's a bit frustrating, but no matter. Look at that coverage. Right. So we'll carry on with this. We'll do a headland as usual, and then we'll do a nice up and down with our new farm tech. What do you call this? The Polysys 1550. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Great machine. I'm enjoying it so far. It's a very wide working width. Almost wish we had this, I don't know, a few seasons ago, but a few years ago in the in-game time. But yes, so that's about halfway, not including, or sorry, including the wasted 10% at the beginning. But you live, you learn, right? So we shall crack on with it. I can't really guess how many loads it'll take. Maybe about 4 or 5. I suppose the thing is, we're not doing a double application. Could you imagine how quickly this would go if we were doing a double application? But luckily the field has provided us with a state of fertilization already, which is fantastic. We might even make it around the headland fully. That'd be lovely, that would be. So yeah, if we can get this done fairly rapid, then there's no reason to not do the drilling today as well. The biggest thing about doing the drilling is rolling after, which really is only a small amount, but we can set it up the same way we did in previous fields, where we allow the helper to do the rolling for us while we carry on with the drilling. Look at that. And this will complete There's a very fertilised area here at the beginning. Right, so what I'll do now is I'll just turn around, get a nice up and down sort of setup going, up and down the field, and we can put it on a tasty little time lapse. Ah, so when you lower it down, it automatically begins. Good to know. Right, well, we're just about done this one. We'll head back to the farm there, grab a fresh load of liquid poop, and we'll continue spreading it on the field. Let's go. And there we have it. Seems as though we are completed. We'll have a very quick look at the bits. There's little bits here and there. That's totally fine. But look at that. We have it fully fertilized, and that really took no time at all. I think we filled up twice, aside from the initial fill. So really good stuff there. Now, I believe, since that was as rapid as it was, we can bring the drill into this same field and get that started as well. Very exciting. It is March, so we will drill oats, as we do need that for the horses, but also we can, in fact, I might as well top this up while we're here before we park it away. We will do the oats and yeah, the horses, and then we can do flour as well. Right, so we'll get this parked up, we'll connect to the drill, and we'll see you back at field 15. Alright, well here we are, right back into field 15 with our drill, and it is a direct drill, which is brilliant. Oh my goodness, we have to change the crop type to oat. As you can see, March, oat. We can do sunflowers, potatoes, sugar beets, sugar cane, cotton, as well as grapes, and all of the everything else. But we won't. We're doing oats because our horses need it, and again, we can produce flour as well with the oat, so that's very good. Right, we do seem to be going through the seed fairly quickly. There was a spare big bag that I had hidden away in a shed, so I did add about 100 and some seed to the drill. But we may very well have to fill up before the end of the session. What I will do is, again, this is to help the whole process along. I will definitely get helper on for the rolling, but I'd like to cover as much of the of this area as I could first. So my plan, I'll do headland, of course, as usual, and then I will probably stick the rolling helper on this one small section post oat drilling, if that makes any sense. So we'll get this done, the headland, we'll tidy up that little corner, or we could even do this corner first, but nah, that's fine, we'll do the other side first, and then we'll have the drilling and rolling done in no time. Alright, well we're just arriving to the shop. As I'm sure you've noticed, the seed drill is pretty well empty. We had 6 litres left, so we will get 2 bags, because believe it's over 2,000 litres capacity but under 3, so this should be fine to get us going and to keep us going for a while. Right, we get nice and close in there, refill the drill, and somehow... Anyways, we'll see you back at field 15 very shortly. Right, here we have the very last strip of undrilled field, and just like that it has now become drilled, and I believe for the most part the whole field has become drilled. I say that because I'm absolutely certain I've missed bits, but to be completely honest, the majority of the field is done. Look at that. Maybe a couple bits there, but they are now rolled, so cannot be fussed with that. Let's have a look and see. I'm actually quite impressed by the rolling of the helper here. Of course, there's little bits, and that'll probably be all the way up and down here. So what I might do is take over from the helper, do the headland, and allow them to continue. However, that is something I may even do off camera, because as of for right now, I'm going to put this out of the way, in the trees, hidden amongst the trees here for a moment. Oh my goodness. There we are. Hopefully that doesn't obstruct anything. But I will leave us with this for now. Let the helper do its thing. It's done a very good job otherwise. I'm very pleased with this. But to be honest, this entire episode has been a bit of a mixed bag, especially with me being as under the weather as I am, but as I've said in the beginning, the show must go on. Right, well, as we can see, help is doing their thing. I really appreciate that. I will tidy up the rest of the field and carry on with the rolling myself, as I've said, probably off camera, as it is a fairly slow job, and there's really not that much left considering how much has already been done. So there we have it, our field is underway, and, more importantly than anything else as far as this series goes, we have cake. Look at this delicious strawberry cake. Very pleased about that. Right, well we'll leave it there then. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care, and bye for now.